Hi, YouTube. How are you? I'm pretty good. I probably am better off than a lot of people yesterday. I hope your Thanksgiving was wonderful. Mine actually was. I had chicken that I had made the night before and stuffing. So I just made some cranberry sauce so, but I did have two pieces of pumpkin pie. Yeah, but anyway, so I'm gonna cook a turkey in a couple of days. So I didn't well, the pie, that was a lot, but I didn't really overeat anything else real bad. So it's like, yeah. So at least pumpkin's a vegetable. I know people feel that way about apple pie too, but you know. So anyway, yes, it was a good day. All in all, I can't complain. So, yeah. Yeah, there's times in my life that Thanksgiving just ended up to be um, more problems than what it was worth. So, wow. I've heard some horror stories with family get-togethers. So, yeah. Yeah. People can truly live without that. Hopefully, they'll be able to communicate their sorrows instead of keeping them all buried because we all have them. It's just like my generation before me weren't speaking out about these things, but my generation is, But that older generation, they're tight-lipped. I mean, sure, they'll tell you if they fell down the stairs or whatever, that type of thing, but they aren't going to tell you that Uncle Louie raped them when they were two or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to talk about it. Usually in a family setting, most people want to keep all their sorrows in life quiet, but every family's got these issues, every single one of them. And for the ones that really aren't speaking out, then the people in the family know something's wrong. They just don't know what. It's that type of thing. So whenever you have somebody that's upset, and I always said too, like a little kid, when that little kid starts freaking out, there's a reason, you know. It's like I know this little boy, his dad was watching porn right next to him when he was like a year and a half or 2 years old, that type of thing, sitting on the couch, and they got caught watching this. And the little boy is hyperactive and aggressive and upset. He's doing better now, um, but for a long time there, and it will probably stay with him if he doesn't address it or they don't address it. I had suggested a psychologist for children, so um, that's all I could do, because it really is an issue. Once a person is upset in their life, it doesn't go away. It's just like when JFK died, I was 5 years old. To see my president get murdered on TV shocked me. My whole world fell apart right then and there. It's like something just isn't right, you know? And it hit me like a ton of bricks. It really did. Um Totally intentional for the strong people of my generation. Totally intentional to blow us out of the water for as long as they could, so the Satanists could remain doing what they were doing without any strength coming after them, you know. And I still think too. I heard Lionel Nation, his wife, um, had heard or believed her mother something that they were talking where they thought it was because of Marilyn Monroe, and the wife had it done. Well, I think the same way, or she did it because if I had money and I was evil, well, the evil part is the big deal. If I was evil, I'd take that sucker out. You cheating on me? Bam. Especially you can cover it up and it would look like it was some kind of political thing. I mean, taking pictures of the president and his concubine out in public and yucking it up, and here she is with two kids sitting at home. Tell me that woman wasn't humiliated. And if she's part of the mob, what are you going to do? Take that bitch out? Yeah. I always thought that. I thought that from day one. I really did. So, but yeah, it was intentional to set people out back. They do these things in public. I'm not saying that the guy didn't actually die. I'm not saying that it wasn't um, real or devastating or anything else. But not the thing is when plans were laid out by Lucifer, these were all in the plans for kids of that age group and our children to try and hinder us, not from getting to the truth of who killed this man, but from overcoming the shock of a generation. So ours was our president died, yours was the towers fell. Um, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like totally shocking things that haven't really happened. I mean, like even Abe Lincoln, I'm sure the people back in them days were just like totally blown away. Who would think that they would kill your president, you know? It was freaky. And then they kept showing it. They actually pulled us out of a kindergarten class and took us up into the sixth graders class and we watched it on TV. How morbid is that? Then I kept seeing it over and over again. You'd turn on the news and there it'd be, you know. And my parents watched the news religiously. They would grab their either morning or evening papers and read them and study and just totally a part of the system in that respect. Which I grew up reading it and watching it too, but not with the same belief system. So yeah, so and they really didn't speak about 55 years ago our president was shot on Thanksgiving. Didn't speak a thing about it. And I'm glad I did not watch that Macy Day parade. I used to turn it on to see what the floats were all about, but I heard they had like two women kissing on there. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I don't want my granddaughters watching that crap. Nobody should have to watch anybody kissing in public. Keep it to yourself. Get a room. Should be like if that's a parade for children, then even in cartoons it's like a innocent smooch if like Cinderella kisses the prince or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But that you have an age group, like you know what's going to happen. Like okay, if you take your kid to just say monster trucks rally or something like that, you know that it's going to be loud. You know, you're pre warned. If it's R rated, you know it's R rated. If it's general, if it's for children, you know it's for children, not general audience. So they were not playing to the children, they were playing to a general audience, but yet they have all these cartoon floats directed at the children. The parade in pretense is presented to the children. So what the hell are they doing, right? Yeah. Pushing what? To cover up everybody else's sins? Keep it to yourself. I don't take my Bible out on the sidewalk and start screaming, "Hey, I'm a Christian." I just walk out there and say, "Yeah, well, God did that for me, so maybe you want to try that." You know, just a suggestion. It's not like I went and smooched without suggesting first, you know? Do you see what you know what I mean? Sneaky bastards, you know, promoting their crap. So anyway, and your sexuality isn't an issue. It is not an issue. It's a private thing. No matter who you are, it's a private thing. But to not really value family values will always be a disnomer for me. Like, no go, no way. If you don't think procreation and families and who you are and how you were made is important, well, then I don't think it's important for you either. That's how I feel. So, on that note, it is a wonderful day. It's probably, I'm going to say, about 55 degrees out. Our snow is melting. It's just wonderful. Can't beat it. I heard Lionel say it was like 19 degrees in New York City this morning. Brr. So, and Doug got the chicken coop. Well, we got her in the barn on a raised floor, but he's got her nest done today. He's just gotta get the finishing touches for the hinge, and then we'll be able to set up our stray chicken the right way in style, so she's comfortable. She's comfy, way better than being out in the snow and starving and dehydrated like she was. She's got straw and a little house and food and water and a light to keep her warm, but it's just going to be way better. She got a little nest she can go in, and it actually closes, and it'll have a hinge so I can clean it and that type of thing easy. So, and then she'll be a lot warmer with it, more enclosed. What I've got now is got like rubber, well, plastic, real thick black plastic, and then I've got rubber mats around it. And she's off the floor about 36 inches is what's comfortable for her, with a ramp and straw in there and everything. And she's all enclosed, but it's just going to be so much warmer for her with the insulated wood. It's got like that much that board insulation, two thicknesses of that, and so she's going to be, and with the wood that keeps the um, uh, heat in. It's like an insulation too, so she's going to be like probably a bit warmer than any chicken I know. So inside a barn, inside a house, not just a chicken coop. So yeah, she'll have it made in the shade. So yeah. Well, anyway, oh, to the people that eat pork, like I said, I occasionally do, and just keep it in mind what you're actually eating. You know, don't forget to thank God because you're actually eating them. So that's his energy when it's taken so closely from human form. So I couldn't help it. I wished you wouldn't have told me. Yeah, no, I mean, like I say, I do, but I am mindful. And that's the same with anything that we ingest. If we're mindful, what are we doing to ourselves, And when that little voice, that still quiet one, said, don't eat that, and you do, you pay for it. So it comes right out of your soul if you're doing it wrong. So it just, please keep that in mind. It's real. Study it within yourself. It's really easy. So if you are what you eat and you're eating of the darkness in the world, that's what you are. If you're not protected by God. So continuously keep that armor on. Continuous. Don't give up. letting go of happiness and healthy and cleanliness and morality and compassion and the real things in life. Letting go of that is not worth one day in the sunshine. If Satan says, hey, um, I'm going to give you a great job where you can make $200,000, but you just have to do this to him today. Just go up there and say, yeah, you'll never make it, dirtbag. And that'll set him back for the rest of his life. You just go tell that guy he'll never make it, you know? Now, I even have a message for SJD if anybody wants to say, hey, Steve, get back on, sing your songs. Don't worry about the book unless it's coming from your heart, please. I know you're a friend. I know you're a better man than that. You got so much anger and so much hurt. Let me help you up, brother. Please. Come join the right team. We love you. Please. People, tell them I got a message for them on here. Let's sing Karaoke together, Steve. Okay? Or sing your songs and people will support you. With your tender words, I know you got in there, brother. Okay, that's all I got to say. I'm done. I'm just asking, please. That's why I couldn't talk, because you were so radical. I mean, I'm angry too. Really angry. You have no idea, and I have more stories in here. But I can show you the way out of the ditch. Let me help you up. Okay. I'll do a SJD. I'll do an SJD. Get it? Get it? Please? Please get it. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll let this one go at that. Somebody go tell Steve I got a message for him on here. You won't have to move or lose anything if you do it right. So I'm asking you with all my heart. Forget about that number shit. Put your armor on, brother. I'm picking you up. I'll help you put it on. Okay? Then we can have the friends that we want to have in our life. Good ones that love each other. Because everybody, you're all still welcome here. You have God in your heart. There's nothing more than I would love to meet you in person. So, well, everybody, you have a wonderful day. I think I'll put a message on the front for SJD. So, anyway, peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. God bless your day. Night.